And we are back for some NBA Game 2 plays. Today we got a 3-game slate. April 20, we got the Toronto Raptors at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Game 2, we got the New York Knicks and Atlanta Hawks. And we're ending the night with the Detroit Pistons, the Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. As we know, the home teams have been doing their thing in the playoffs, except for the Orlando Magic. I think the Orlando Magic is going to give the Detroit Pistons a lot of work. We'll get into that another day when they play their game 2. So for this game 2 day, I believe that the home teams are going to continue dominating and doing their thing. I expect the Toronto Raptors to be a little bit more competitive this particular game. Don't expect them to win that game, but Scotty Barnes has to show up, and we will be looking for Scotty Barnes to, I would say, dom a little bit more, but be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end. So I say expect a big game from Scotty Barnes, but to fall short to the Cleveland Cavaliers and their firepower. Going to the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks, that is a series, right? Why is it a series? Because this year, I believe the Knicks lost their grit. Sucks to say it, but they lost their grit. I'm still questioning the Tom Thibodeau's, the Tom Thibodeau firing, but hey, it is what it is. You got Mike Brown. And we saw what he did in Sacramento, but that's neither here nor there. This matchup should really be a cakewalk for the New York Knicks. I know the Atlanta Hawks have been punching up this year. They've been surprising a lot of people. You know, Nikhil, NAW, been doing his thing. CJ started off horrible on the Hawks, but he's actually been pretty useful, and especially that game 1, he was the one keeping them afloat most of the time. Dyson Daniels, you know what he brings to the game. He's everywhere. I feel like he's with Josh Hart. Josh Hart would have been if he kept doing what he was doing the previous seasons. I feel like he slowed down a little bit on his hustle game. But the Atlanta Hawks, they're a good middling team. The New York Knicks should dog walk them, should stomp them. But at the end of the day, I feel like they lost that edge. So it might actually be a competitive game. This is one of those games I feel like the Knicks are either going to blow the Hawks out, or they're going to blow the game. One of the two. I believe this should be a Josh Hart game. Do with that information what you will. You know, I might put in a little Josh Hart triple-double. Josh Hart or Dyson Daniels, one of the two. I feel like those are triple-double threats for this particular series. But yeah, if Cat can continue to be aggressive like he was in that second half, I feel like this is a New York Knicks dog walk. And finally, to end the night, Minnesota Timberwolves, Denver Nuggets. Interesting matchup. It's a very interesting matchup. Like the Denver Nuggets, obviously, like they are the better team. It depends on what Minnesota Timberwolves team you do see. If Ant can be Ant, this series looks very different. But I don't anticipate Ant being Ant. And by Ant being Ant, I mean Ant doing what we've seen in the past. You know, injuries do matter too. I think game 2, I wouldn't touch this game. I would leave this game and just watch it, enjoy for the fun. I would definitely wouldn't bet on this one. This one is interesting because it can go a lot of different ways. You can get a random Aaron Gordon knocking down 7 threes for this particular matchup. You could get a DiVincenzo 7-3 kind of matchup. So the Timberwolves just make this one interesting. I will stay away from it, but I think the Denver Nuggets do take this particular game. So that's my game 2 predictions for 420. See y'all tomorrow for 421. I like tomorrow's games a lot better. I'm a Luka fan. Lakers are taking the chip this year.